Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Joe and welcome to another episode in my hat crafting series. Now, if you somehow haven't guessed by the title of this video or haven't watched any previous episodes in this series, what this is essentially going to be is I'm going to be using my own refine to craft maybe 3 to 4 craft hats in an attempt to make profit. Now, so far in this series we haven't actually made any profit overall, but we have crafted a few nice hats that are worth at least what we spent crafting. There's a lot of room for progress basically. So before we get into this, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Juice, who donated me a bunch of refined and made this video possible. So yeah, thank you to Juice for giving me some refined metal to craft with, and I had a few ref left over from training. So I actually tried to make this video the other day, but the craft servers were down or something like that, and every time I tried to craft a hat it did just say the crafting servers couldn't be reached or something. So this is why this episode is slightly delayed, but without further ado, let's get straight into crafting our first hat. Now hopefully we can craft something pretty decent, maybe worth above 3 refined. So what are we going to get? First craft, we get the Made Man, the Spy Misc. It's literally just a rose. I'll take a look at it now really quickly. Really not too noticeable, it's just there on the tuxedo, so nothing too great, honestly. That could have went a lot better, in all honesty. My spy loadout's quite cool actually, the more I think about it, but yeah, I don't think that's worth 3 refined. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm fairly certain that is below 3 refined, so that's quite inconvenient. But let's try and get a second hat worth 3 refined. Ooh, the Regulator for the Demo Man. That's not a bad hat, you know. It's probably not worth 3 refined. If it is, I'll be very surprised. I did actually do an unusual showcase on one of these before because I owned a Harvest Moon one, and it's a cool hat. It definitely is a really nice hat. I really like the TF2 logo on the front of it, and overall it's just quite nice. So you know, that's not a bad craft. Again, it's a nice hat, but not really worth the 3 refined that we paid, as far as I'm aware. Again, my knowledge of the prices may be a bit wrong. So coming in with the third hat here, what will we get in this third craft? We managed to get a Bearded Bomb Raider, another Demo Man Misc. So let's take a look at what that looks like. It's comboing with the Bruiser's Bandana. It's just a white beard. I believe, is it robotic? I'm not 100% sure. I don't think it is. But of course there is a pipe there as well. So it actually looks quite cool with the Mercs Mohawk. Maybe if I painted the Mercs Mohawk white, it would look like a consistent theme. But other than that, again, it's nothing really too special, and I don't think it's worth 3 refined. We'll fabricate one more item of headgear in one last final attempt to make profit. We're getting kind of desperate now, but hopefully we will craft something decent, and then maybe if we don't, we can craft the 2 hats that we crafted overall into one big hat. So we're going to get the Officer's Use Shanker for the Heavy as our last hat of this episode. Could have been a lot better, honestly. Let's take a quick look at it. It's quite a cool hat. Again, it's a very low tier, I believe. Not an overly sort of expensive hat as far as I'm aware. It's nothing really like too desirable, but I mean, it does look quite cool, especially with this gift bringer. They do combo quite well together. But I'm just going to put back on my Hellfire Mercs Mohawk and Snows. No, I'm not going to focus on loadouts now. That's fine. We'll forget loadouts now. So we're going to rebuild the headgear. So we got the Made Man. Oh, we have 2 of those. That one was crafted by me. And I believe when I search Made Man, okay, no, don't worry, it's the Use Shanker, for example. So hopefully I can craft these 2 hats together, and the overall cost will be lower than the hat that we craft. So we get the Mare Mask, which again, I don't think it's above that price of 2.66 probably, which I'm guessing it costed. But again, it's an okay misc, especially if you're working on a budget. I just prefer the Last Breath because I'm a generic pyro player. Well, I'm not even a pyro main, but I have the generic pyro loadout of the Sub-Zero suit and the Last Breath. You're not a true pyro unless you have that loadout. So we're going to try it one last time, a final desperation craft of our hats. So we crafted, I just had to check because I completely forgot, but we crafted the Regulator and the Bearded Bomb Raider. That's actually my only Regulator and my only Bearded Bomb Raider, so I don't have duplicates of these. But nevertheless, will we craft a nice item to finish this episode off? Will we make profit in this final craft of this episode? Probably not. I have no idea how much that's worth. the Trailblazer. Let me just take a look at it. I believe it replaces the tank on the back, yeah. So it's just a sled that goes on the back of the Pyro, really nothing too flashy at all, and I'm fairly certain we didn't make any profitable crafts in that episode. But regardless, I really do hope you guys did enjoy this episode. If you did enjoy, please do remember to leave a like, let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. That's just about it. Thanks again for watching, guys, and peace.